Horace Mann was the primary evangelist for the public school system. He wanted to get rid of Christianity and he wanted to get rid of individualism and capitalism. And he knew that if we could have a public education system, a system based on redistribution of wealth, that it might not be in his lifetime and might not be in his child's lifetime, but eventually the United States would bend its knee. It would become a post-Christian society. Right now, only 3% of Gen Z has a biblical worldview. Less than 9% of all society has a biblical worldview. So his efforts took, almost 200 years, but it worked. But he knew from the beginning that because society was Christian at the time, he couldn't say what his end goals were, publicly, but he wrote them down in different documents.
And the UN, since the 1930s, when it got to be big after the war, has the same agenda as Horace Mann. So back in 1970 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, were the first voucher programs. The UN and their cronies helped fund that. Milwaukee, before the 70s, before they had the voucher program, had the same proficient literacy rate as everywhere else across our country. We were at like 70% at that point, and now it's just plummeted. And that was instituted by the Democrats, not the Republicans, because the UN wants this voucher system to occur because they knew with the shekels come the shackles.